There's a moment in life where the world feels too loud. Maybe it's the noise of everyone's expectations, the constant pull of responsibilities, or even the silence that somehow feels heavier than sound. I remember a time in my own life when I would come home after a long day and feel like my body arrived, but my heart didn't. I was there physically, but inside I felt scattered, exposed, and honestly, unsafe. Not because of any immediate threat, just the weight of always being on, always protecting, always performing. That's when I first started practicing meditation because I needed a place where I could retreat, not to run away from the world, but to reconnect with myself. Because here's the truth: safety isn't always about where you are, it's about what you carry within. And for so many of us, especially those who have been through heartbreak, rejection, burnout, or even just the slow burn of disappointment, our inner world starts to feel like anything but safe. We shut the door, we board the windows, and yet we wonder why we feel so alone inside. Unlocking your heart isn't just about being brave in the outside world. It starts with building a place where your heart can come home to, a sanctuary, a safe harbor, somewhere it can land when the storms outside are too strong, somewhere it can stretch and breathe and whisper again. In one of my posts on my Instagram at Soul Whispers Journal, I wrote this. You know how it feels when you're driving home during a thunderstorm? It's dark, stormy, and pouring outside, but the headlights of your car cut through the darkness, leading you home. You're a little nervous, but there's also a strong sense of trust and calm because you know you'll soon be back to your comfortable home. That's the kind of love I want. It grounds you and it takes you home when life brings you through inevitable storms. And really, not just the kind of love I want, but the sanctuary I need, which is my own inner peace. You see, the world teaches us to keep going, to stay busy, to put a smile on, but your heart, it needs rest. It needs a soft place to land. It needs to feel safe before it will open, because an open heart is not a reckless heart. It's a wise one. It knows when to let in, when to let go, and when to simply be. Maybe you felt it too. That sense of always being on guard, of scanning the room for who might hurt you, who might misunderstand you, who might leave. Or maybe your walls are quieter, a numbness, a distance, a polite I'm fine, when really inside you wish someone could just see you. But here's the thing: the one who needs to see you first is you. Today's practice is one of the most important ones in this journey because without safety, no amount of healing will last. Without safety, love feels like a risk too big to take. And without safety, your authentic self will always choose to hide rather than shine. So before we can talk about love, connection, purpose, or even transformation, we start here, building your inner sanctuary. Imagine for a moment of what that even means. Maybe for you, safety has always been a place, your childhood bedroom, a library where no one asked questions, the quiet of a forest trail. Or maybe safety was never something you felt you truly had. And that's okay, because today we start creating it. This is about reclaiming your power to say, inside of me, I get to choose what is welcome and what isn't. Inside of me, I decide the pace. I decide the softness. I decide when the door opens. And you don't need to be perfect to start. You just need to be willing. And here's how we'll do it. First, find a quiet space where you won't be interrupted for the next few minutes. Sit comfortably, close your eyes if you like, and take a deep breath in. Feel your body arrive where you are. Now imagine stepping into a place that feels completely safe. It could be real or imagined. It could be a sunlit room, a cabin in the woods, a soft corner with blankets and books, or even just a warm light that surrounds you. In this place, no one is asking you to be more or less than you are. There's no timeline, no pressure, just you as you are, being held. Notice the walls, the light, the textures. Is it warm? Is it airy? Is it soft? Now imagine sitting in the very center of the space. And as you sit there, say to yourself, I am safe to be here. I am welcome in my own heart. If it feels hard to believe, that's okay. Just say it anyway. Let the words settle like seeds. This is your sanctuary. You can return here whenever you feel overwhelmed, whenever your boundaries feel thin, whenever the world outside feels too loud. This is where your healing starts to take root. Because healing doesn't happen in chaos, it happens in safety. Take a few moments now to add something to this sanctuary, something that makes it yours. Maybe a window that lets in the moonlight, maybe a chair that feels like a hug, or maybe a tree outside a window that reminds you of how steady you can be. Stay here for a few breaths, and if your mind wanders, gently come back. Notice how it feels to not perform, to not fix, to just be. When you're ready, slowly bring your awareness back to the room you're in now. Open your eyes. Notice the difference in your body. This practice is not about escaping life. It's about creating a refuge so that you can return to life with more strength, more softness, and more choice. Because the truth is, you deserve to feel safe inside yourself, not because the world is perfect, not because no one will ever hurt you, but because your heart needs a home, and you are the only one who can build it. And as we move through this 30-day journey, remember this. The more you come back to this sanctuary, the stronger it becomes. Over time, this isn't just a visualization. It becomes a real sense in your nervous system that says, I can meet the world and still come home to me. So today, your challenge is simple. Take 5 minutes, close your eyes, and visit the sanctuary at least once more before you go to sleep. Add something to it. Strengthen it. Make it a place your heart knows well. And tomorrow, we'll build upon this. But for now, just know this. Safety is the soil where your heart can grow.